Welcome. In this course, we'll build a fault-tolerant, scalable, secure, and easy-to-deploy architecture for a simple application. So the architecture diagram that you're seeing on the screen is exactly where we want to end up at the end of this course, right? And if this seems a little bit daunting, don't worry. Okay, don't worry, because we'll be implementing this step by step, and we'll have 8 modules, right? And so 8 different steps, and we'll start simple using a single EC2 instance on which we'll deploy our PHP application, and then step by step we will add fault tolerance and high availability. We'll add scalability for the app layer and then for the data layer as well. We'll add security for from the network perspective, and also content security as well, and then finally we'll add deployment, ease of deployment as well, right? And once you finish all these modules, you can put everything together into the capstone project, let's say, and the capstone project will be what you're seeing, the architecture that you're seeing on the screen right now. Okay, so this is how we'll do this course. Now we'll be using a PHP application. Don't worry, you will not be doing any PHP programming, right? This is just a prop to help us understand AWS, and we need an application which will have things like sessions. So this will have basic session handling. It will also display an image, so it will display some content, and it will also connect to a MySQL server, right? And we do this, we'll use this application to understand best practices around session handling, content delivery, content security, and best practices around databases as well. Okay. Also, as you implement this architecture, you will learn about the core AWS services, some of the most important AWS services such as EC2 and load balancing and auto scaling. Load balancing and auto scaling can help us scale our web layer and app layer of our stacks. We'll also learn about Beanstalk. This is a deployment service, and this is the easiest way in AWS to deploy applications, the initial version as well as ongoing updates to the application, and the easiest way to manage multiple environments for our applications as well. Okay, so these are compute services. Under storage, we will look at EBS. These are hard disk like storage volumes that we attach to EC2 instances. We'll also look at S3. S3 is highly scalable, highly durable, and highly available as well, and this will be used for storing our image in our application. Okay. On databases, we'll use DynamoDB. This is a NoSQL offering. We'll use this for managing sessions for our application. And we'll also use RDS, which is a service that helps manage relational databases like MySQL in a very simple manner. Okay, so for instance, this can help us with replication, automated failover, automated backups, and this can also help us create read replicas. And these replicas are a good way of horizontally scaling our database tier, right? Another way of scaling our database tier is to use ElastiCache, which is an in-memory database service, and we'll be using memcached, right? We'll be using memcached clusters in our architecture as well. All this will be in a VPC, which is a networking service, and this will have private subnets for greater security, but it will also have public subnets so that our users can access our application from the internet as well. CloudFront is also a networking service. This is a content distribution network which can distribute our content stored in S3, by the way, to users around the world in a secure fashion. Okay, so these are the core AWS services, some of the most important services we'll be using in this architecture that we will implement. Okay, so once you implement this this architecture, you can showcase this, right? You can showcase this. You can include this in your resume, perhaps. You can talk about this in your interviews, and some of you may be interested in AWS certifications, right? And this course is very good preparation for the Solutions Architect Associate level exam, because you'll be learning about the core AWS services, you'll be learning about architectural best practices, and you'll also be building a real skill in these aspects of AWS. Okay, so this is the course, these are the objectives. Let's get started.